Hello people, at this time of recording this video, Uncharted 3's birthday is day after tomorrow, so I thought of reviewing the Nathan Drake collection. And this video is a review rather than a critique, so I'll start with each of the game's changes and then the non-changed aspects, then go to the pros and cons, and then finally finish the video with a decision for you. And I know this game is 6 years old already, but if I can stop one person or give them a yes to buy this game, that would be wonderful. And refer to the timestamps given in the description and watch this at your own leisure. Uncharted Drake's Fortune was released in 2007 and remastered for the PS4 in 2015. And this is the most changed in the trilogy from its original. First things first, the game is running at a smooth 60 FPS with high-res 1080p resolution. And this is a big step up from the original, which always targeted 30 FPS. And they changed the grenade controls. See, in the original you had to treat grenades as their own weapon, but here it's more streamlined like the sequels. But to be honest, when you switch to grenade, it feels like Bluepoint is basically switching the animations and the sound of it being holstered can be still heard. Models are also changed, with the most change in Nate's model. Before, Nate's face felt like a statue from Madame Tussauds, but the other models are just changed only a bit. The next change is responsiveness. The original just let you jump and roll sometimes. It was really odds against even. But here, at least it's less. There are still some clunky jumps which you can miss. Controls. Controls also has been changed. Rather than the L2 for inspection, it's up on the D-pad, same as the sequels. Then we got the 6-axis controls. And if you didn't know this, as Uncharted 1 was a launch title for the PS3, we have gimmicks like Infamous Second Son, Astro's Playroom, etc. But it's not bad here, it's just frustrating. And wait, it's bad. It's really bad here. It works so bad on the log walking and grenade throwing with a literal tutorial on the screen when grenade is holstered in the PS3. But here, it's more same as the sequels, like everything else changed in this game. The most changed aspect of this game is the gameplay and shooting. It feels so refined by the change of controls and aim sensitivity. It is, again, like the sequels, and it's finally really addictive. But there are things unchanged from the original, like the cover system. See, as Nate comes out of cover, he actually comes out of cover, fully revealing himself, which Naughty Dog changed from Uncharted 2. And also the jet ski level. Oh boy, the jet ski level is so bad. Not only the controls of the jet ski are so bad, but also the level design gives so little way for the jet ski to move. And there is a bit of a forward momentum as soon as we enter the gun Elena mode. So if I'm like 5 inches before the barrel, but then enter Elena's point of view, I basically die. I know this is a remaster, but they could just change a bit of the level design or put less barrels or enemies. But I get why they did this, but at least with the streamlined controls, it's better than the original. Uncharted 2 was released in 2009 and was remastered in 2015. Nothing much has changed in the sequel, but the fluidity of the gun controls and the up-res resolution and smooth FPS. But they finally changed Nate's face. Finally. See, in PS3, it wasn't that Naughty Dog couldn't render a Nate without a beard. Cause the cutscene right before chapter 3 rendered a Nate without a beard, and I think the game was going for more of a realism over looks. Beard grows over time. But well, the problem is it's not good. And with this came the infamous meme. And even though the changes are a bit less, the FPS stays consistent. But the eyes in this game is still bad as the PS3 version. Everything has to do with the eyes. Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception was released for the PS3 in 2011 and was quote-unquote remastered for the PS4 in 2015. The reason I'm saying quote-unquote is because of the graphics. The graphics aren't changed at all. I know they're subtle, but while you're playing on PS3 or the PS4, it feels like there's no difference. Well, I couldn't find any difference, which wasn't the FPS. But I did find the change of gun aiming, but that's it. I feel like Bluepoint Games didn't change anything in the game, but the refining of textures. But to be honest, this game needed the most changes. The game had the worst enemy type because of how hard it is to kill suited enemies, and the wackiness and the clunkiness of all enemies, and the difficulty range with more shots fired by the enemy than you as a player, and with more and more waves, makes this game feel like it wants you to suffer. Stuff like this makes this game the lowest rank in major Uncharted fans' lists. So let's go over some pros and cons and end this video with the final decision. Photo mode. Photo mode is a new and the biggest change from the original. The photo mode in these games are fine, to be completely honest. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's blurry, sometimes it gives you a freaking seizure. It truly feels like these games aren't optimized for a photo mode, and you know this by using photo mode while a grenade indicator is on, your health is low when the subtitle is there on the screen, and when you die. And when you're next to an explosion, it gets really blurry. And well, I took a lot of pictures anyways, and the thumbnail is basically from photo mode. FPS and resolution. This is self-explanatory, so I'm not diving into it too much. But it's a smooth game with 1080p resolution and it's pretty. Box art. I hate that I love the box art. It's so clean looking with the Uncharted 3 pose with the ring, which gives us a timely feel for the entire trilogy. The gold silver color gives this a classic feel. Title screen. The title screen are always in every collection, and this screen is so clean, like the box art, with pics of the games with the same gold and silver color. Difficulty Explorer. Explorer is just for you to know how you're playing with the game, meaning playing with the story and no risks at all. And this is really good because it gives you a chance to just relax and play. And the developers also knew how easy this was, so they removed the trophy support. Bonus. Finally, in Uncharted 3, there is a bonus menu, but there isn't all the weapons, like the pack, grenades, and this is also sometimes really glitchy. And well, we can see the devs just took the models from the PS3 multiplayer, but I have a problem with Uncharted 2's bonus menu. So, when in PS3 there is a money giving for cheats. So you earn trophies and get money to pay for them. So there's a lot of medals that aren't trophies. So most of the time it feels like wasted potential as the medals are useless. Cons. Difficulty brutal. Brutal sucks. It's right below crushing, and as the name infers, it's brutally brutal to play in brutal even if the game wasn't already brutal while playing normally. So the bottom line is brutal is brutal. If you want a brutal experience, press brutal for brutal deaths and the brutal boss brutes with the brutans. Wait, what did I say? Title. I hate the title of this collection. It makes no sense to the context of the series, and Nathan Drake never wasn't in a game until Lost Legacy. So the title worked for Assassin's Creed as a different protagonist, but here it doesn't make any sense. And why couldn't they put some intriguing subtitle, keeping with the themes of, the franchise's subtitle from Among Thieves to Drake's Fortune to Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception and Thief's End? Why couldn't they do that? Not change that much. It feels like this collection is a port sometimes, as the lack of extras and the same experience overall, especially with Uncharted 3. No multiplayer. I hate this so much. Why couldn't they have added this? God, this could have been so good, but the explanation to this problem is also a bit sketchy. I just think as Uncharted 1 didn't have multiplayer and they didn't want to put all the costumes and maps together, that's why they didn't do it, rather than the explanation which Blue Point gave. So that's my review for this game, and my final decision is a yes, but also a no. See, if you didn't play any of these games before, then definitely buy this. But if you have played 1 or 2 games before, then buy the other game which you haven't played. But if you play every game, like every game in the trilogy, then I would suggest to buy Uncharted Drake's Fortune Remastered. And if you want, buy Uncharted. But that's what I would recommend. But the final decision lies on you. And now you might be thinking, why did I buy the trilogy if I've already played it on the PS3? And that's because I speedrun these games. And you can see this in twitch.tv/CornerSBlue. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And bye. Bye. And an update on this channel, new video about the Uncharted trailer is coming about, and a tribute to the Uncharted franchise, basically a GMV, will come out soon too. And if you stay till the end, here's a virtual cookie.